Yo, it's Joe Flamingo, and you're watching Americandrool. Now, look, we're back again. We're back again with another Nintendo-based video, and it's looking like this might be the actual, at least for the moment, the actual flagship game. A lot of people thought that it might have been the Mario Kart game, but I'm thinking this might be the game that brings everybody in and that represents the Nintendo Switch. Not only its capability, but the fact that they have something that can carry the system into longevity. So let's go ahead and look at Donkey Kong Bonanza.
When the world felt so cruel and bleak, when the hole looked so dark and deep, heart is rock, cold as stone, I was scared alone. Then your beat showed the way to you.
Golden
Who is that? Is that like a new Donkey Kong character? Who is that?
Bananas, the discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong. However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground. As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock, but it's no rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
Pauline.
Now, Donkey Kong.
Wait, so the character's name is Pauline. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I just don't know why it sounds familiar, but that sounds familiar. But okay, so the character is Pauline, and she's a singer.
Now, Donkey Kong just wants bananas. And Pauline wants to find a way back home to the surface. It's said that one's wish will be granted by reaching the planet core. So the unlikely duo set off on a strange subterranean adventure. The story takes place in the underground world, where the scenery changes the deeper you go. Some layers are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground. DK can run, jump, and climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction. But that's not all. Almost
I'm more interested in how she stays on his back during all of that flipping and rolling and jumping and spinning, and how she's not constantly vomiting on him while they're rolling through wherever they're rolling through. But so all right, so that's a great insight, right? Like, so the actual place that they're in is underground, like they're in the core of Earth or wherever it is, whatever dimension that they're in, they're underground. So all right.
anything in your path. You can smash, crash, and bash. You can even
That's actually really, that's probably one of the best. I foresee a lot of people having a lot of fun with this game. This game offers hours and hours of fun just from that mechanic alone. And you know what it reminds me of? There was a game that I used to play for the PlayStation. It was called Hulk Ultimate Smash or something like that. It was basically, it was similar to this where you could destroy anything. I think it was called Hulk Ultimate Destruction. And what you could do is you could smash and break anything that you saw in the game. It was like revolutionary at the time, is at least for me when I was playing it as a kid. because you could just break whatever. You could punch buildings and break the buildings down. You could like break the ground, no matter what it was. And then it was free. It was free roam. You could just like roam around. It was like imagine GTA, but you could just like destroy everything, and then people would come for you. Like, but anyways, I'm getting into a whole other thing. But this reminds me of that, and that's why I want to play it so much. Is because it reminds me of that game. I still can't even find that game anymore. Like, but that's what this reminds me of. And then also I'm getting like heavy, and let me know if you are too. I'm getting heavy Banjo Kazooie vibes. Are you guys getting that too? Because I'm getting that heavy.
And bash. You can even do this to a massive rock formation. You know, if you want. As you barrel through obstacles in your path, you'll also collect golden bananas known as Banandium gems. More on those later. Let's take a look at some of the things this Kong can do. Punch. Smash enemies. Walls. The ground. And most things you can get your hands on with incredible force. Destruction can lead to discoveries. So set off a chain reaction and see what happens. Dive punch. Unleash a powerful punch directly downward. How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain. Roll forward. Roll at high speed and send lighter objects soaring. Combine this with punches and jumps to really mix things up. Hand slap. Make some noise to collect scattered items or detect hidden objects using sonar. You can even use your feet when your hands are occupied. Tear off. Grab a chunk of terrain and tear it off. Or tear up turnips to find items. And even tear chunks off your foes. Swing. Grab a chunk and swing it to attack.
One more!
Harder chunks can be used to break stone with ease. Or smash spiky thorns. Chunk jump. Use a chunk to double jump. This will help you reach new heights. Throw. Throw a chunk. Or aim at a target like this. Throwing a boom rock or gold can have explosive effects. If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface and pile them up. Turf serve. This lets you ride on chunks. Speed up and aim for smaller enemies to knock them away. Make music. The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way. It can also remove these strange seals that someone left behind.
Do it, DK!
Guys, so far this is looking like their flagship game right here. This is looking like the game that's going to bring everybody to the Switch 2. I'm telling you right now. This is an incredible game. Kudos to the developers and the people who are working on this game. This must have took a lot of work, and they had inspiration, honestly, I believe, from games like the Hulk, the Ultimate Smash Hulk game that I was talking about earlier. But also like from things like, because also even though I'm getting like heavy Banjo Kazooie vibes, you know what else I'm getting from this game? I really feel like this game is like what Wreck-It Ralph should have been. Right? Remember Wreck-It Ralph? The Wreck-It Ralph movie? I feel like this could have easily been a Wreck-It Ralph game. But I'm glad that it wasn't a Wreck-It Ralph game and that it was a Donkey Kong game, because not everybody may not have enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph, right? Everybody may not know about Wreck-It Ralph, right? The way they know about Donkey Kong. So they took that formula, that Wreck-It Ralph has, and then they just kind of implemented it to Donkey Kong. So I think it was if they did that, but I know that they got inspiration from that. Without question, they did.
You never know what you'll discover in the underground world. So carve your own path with DK's abilities. The many layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants. Some are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's destructive tendencies. It looks like Cranky Kong and his companion Rambi are also venturing through the layers of the world. Then there are...
Yo, Rambi is goated. Rambi is goated. Everybody know when you got on Rambi in one of the old Donkey Kong games, wasn't nothing stopping you, bro. I loved whenever I could get on that rhino.
The giant elders who call the underground world home. They're said to possess ancient Bananza powers.
Looks like they also possess Jordans. One of them had Jordans on.
Ancient Bananza powers.
Is that,
By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special. She can make Donkey Kong transform. With incredible destructive power, even hard terrain poses no problem. Plow through the world and smash as much as possible with the powerful Kong Bananza. Plus, DK can transform into a zebra. He's as speedy as he is striped. He can even breeze over water or crumbling pathways. That's the swift Zebra Bananza. Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich, a flying ostrich. Spread your wings and soar through the sky. You can use updrafts to gain more air, then drop egg bombs from great heights to send enemies scattering. That's right, it's Ostrich Bananza! Bananza transformations don't last forever, though. You can transform again by collecting gold to build up your Bananergy. You're not limited to when or where you transform, and you can swap between transformations. So get creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core. Standing in...
That's awesome. That's one of the things that I was worried about. I was like, well, you probably have to like pick which one you want to turn into for that level, but you can swap between them. Oh man, this is looking like the game to have for the Switch 2.
And our hero's way is the Void Company, the mightiest mining operation both above ground and below. Grumpy Kong works to create gigantic corporate soldiers. Poppy Kong is responsible for subterranean info gathering, while Void Kong is in charge of the whole company. This nefarious crew is responsible for the banana-stealing maelstrom on Ingot Isle, and they're heading straight down to the planet core.
the planet core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Voidco blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them. DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes. So use all the power at your disposal to take on a host of powerful foes. By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world. Found throughout the underground world are golden bananas called Banandium Gems. They're not always visible, though. Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find. You can also obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
Let's do this!
Challenges include time-limited battles, courses where you'll need clever solutions, side-scrolling stages, and more.
There they go. I was wondering where those barrels were. I was wondering if they were going to keep the barrels in the game somehow, like, or put barrels in there where we could use them. And there they are. They're in like the mini games or whatever, but they are there. I would have liked them for them to utilize it more in the game though, especially because it's open world. But you know,
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover, so give them a try.
wait, did you guys see that? That looked like that looks familiar. I believe that's like the Donkey. Isn't that the Donkey Kong game structure? Isn't that the Donkey Kong game structure? Like the original, I'm talking about like the OG Donkey Kong where he's like throwing barrels and things down. Was that called, I think that was a Mario, or was that called Jumpman? I don't know what the game was called, but basically it was like this where you got to climb up and then he would throw like barrels and stuff down at you. It was like it's a real OG game for like the Nintendo or something. But this looks like the structure of that.
As you collect Banandium gems, you'll gain skill points. These can be used to increase stats such as your max health or the destructive power of your punches. Power up Donkey Kong to match your playstyle. For example, if you strengthen your sonar, you'll be able to detect treasure from further away, which could lead to new discoveries. Or use skill points to learn new skills. There are all sorts of items to find as you explore. Banandium chips are shaped like slices of banana. And they can be traded for Banandium gems at the chip exchange. These go.
Everything's bananas. Everything's about bananas. I love it. It's a true Bonanza game.
Nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange gold for useful items at the stuff shop. There are fossils too.
Good one.
You can trade these for different fashions at local style shops. Just open the closet and customize the perfect fits for Donkey Kong and Pauline. Or even change up your fur color. No look is too much for Donkey Kong or too little. Almost every article of clothing comes with its own benefits, so mix and match your look to suit the situation. If you find a treasure chest buried in the ground, crack it open, and you might receive a treasure map showing the location of Banandium gems or fossils. Their locations will be marked on your map. Pretty helpful for finding collectibles. You can also see which fossils and Banandium gems you've collected, making it easy to see how close you are to completion. There's plenty more to do in the underground world when not adventuring. Need a rest? Carve out a space and enjoy a getaway where you can recover in bed. And enjoy listening to tunes with the music player. You might even find new discs when defeating enemies. When it comes to moving between layers, subterranean eels have your back. These elevators will help you easily move between layers you visited at any time.
Elevators. Elevators, elevators. I know you guys got it when you heard it, but it took me a little minute.
And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there?
In photo mode, you can freely change the in-game camera angle and adjust other settings to snap pics. Get a photo like this, or that. Unleash your inner shutterbug and create your own captivating scenes. By sharing a Joy-Con 2 controller or using a second set, you and a pal can control Donkey Kong and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As Pauline, you can unleash vocal blasts using Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. You can...
Whoa, that is incredible. Wow, that is incredible. They added like a co-op player thing. And I was wondering, in the back of my head, I was thinking like, that would be cool if like you could do like if you could use the girl on your back to help with things like in battle, like in gameplay, and I guess you can. Awesome.
You can also copy the material of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture. By working together, even tough enemies don't stand a chance. This game also supports Game Share. Even if only one player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system. It can also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system. Plus, you can play online between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using Game Share via Game Chat. If you need a little help with all the platforming action, Assist Mode is the way to play. It guides you in the right direction, halves the damage you receive, and more. Assist Mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be. Outside of the main game, there's a mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls called DK Artist. Rotate to paint. Carve material. Or add some back on. You can even change the lighting and add delectable banana effects. Give it a try and sculpt to your heart's content. This game also supports amiibo accessories. A new Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo figure is also on the way.
Wow, they're still doing amiibos? I didn't know that they were even still doing that. That's awesome. I had no idea they were still using amiibos. Okay, way to go. Because I remember amiibos when I had the Wii and the Wii U.
Scanning it unlocks Pauline's diva dress. By scanning the Donkey Kong series amiibo shown here, gold Kong tiles with explosive power will appear. Every other amiibo released up to this point is also compatible. If you scan them, you'll get giant spheres like these.
Look at us, DK. I love to sing more than anything. I have this dream. Maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream. We're breaking through, down to the core. No stopping us, not any. Get him, DK! Inside the storm, I found the key.
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet core.
My own special power? DK!
Donkey Kong Bananza. Available July 17th only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yo, it's like I was saying before. This is looking like their flagship game right here. I mean, honestly, I think that Luigi's Mansion 2 or whatever new Luigi Mansion comes out, I think that's going to be a big seller too. But up until that point, this right here is their flagship. Unless Luigi's Mansion pulls a rabbit out of his hat, this is going to be the game to play. Um, I don't see any flaws in it. I don't see any problems in it. I think that it can only go up from here. It's looking like this is some type of like this Donkey Kong Bonanza is some type of prequel to Donkey Kong, but then you see other Donkey Kong members there too, like Diddy Kong and the Rhino, you know. So I mean, and Grandfather Kong. So I mean, I don't know if it's a prequel type of game or not, but the game looks incredible. It looks awesome. So I can't wait to play this or at least go to someone's house who has the Switch 2 because I do not have the Switch 2. If you end up getting this game, please come back to the comments of this video and put it in the comments whether this game is what I thought it would be. Like incredible. And I want to thank you guys so much that we've reached the end of this video. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you enjoy my content and you want me to make more videos like this, that has to do with Nintendo-based IPs, or if you want me to, venture into something else, let me know in the comments. Please, 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 if you can find it within yourself to subscribe to me, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm on the road to 500. I've just recently reached 200, and so I'm striving to get better and better and get more and more a larger and larger following as I'm doing that. Can't do it without you guys. I appreciate every single like, especially if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for that, and I will see you guys in the next video.